The night sky over the Middle East lit up like a war zone, because it was. Sirens wailed across Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Families scrambled to shelters. And above them, a deadly game of cat and mouse unfolded in real time. Israel launched its most aggressive military campaign in years, striking deep into Iran, not just once, but repeatedly. In retaliation, Iran unleashed a storm of over 200 missiles. Some hit, some missed, but all sent a chilling message. This is no longer just saber-rattling. It's escalation with no guarantee of control. We're not talking about remote border skirmishes anymore. Civilians are dying on both sides. 3 people were killed in Israel, while in Iran the toll is staggering. Nearly 80 dead, many of them civilians and children. Streets that once held ordinary lives are now scenes of shattered glass, twisted steel, and grief. It's not just infrastructure being destroyed, it's hope, safety, and any illusion of peace. In Tel Aviv, neighborhoods lie in ruins, their homes crumbled under the weight of explosive force. In Tehran, air raid sirens and plumes of smoke mark Israeli strikes near key military zones, and possibly nuclear facilities. Israeli officials claim their aim is to cripple Iran's missile and nuclear capabilities. But the precision and scale suggest something even deeper. A potential push to collapse Iran's regime from within. And in this deadly chess match, key players are falling fast. 2 senior military commanders and 3 nuclear scientists in Iran have been assassinated. Israel's message is blunt. Tehran will burn if Iran retaliates. Their defense minister isn't just posturing, he's issuing a declaration of intent. As the Israeli army paves what it calls a path toward Tehran, questions swirl. Is this truly about defense, or the beginning of something far larger? Meanwhile, Iran's military options are constrained. A strong response risks dragging in the United States, potentially igniting a full-scale regional war. A muted response, however, could be perceived internally as cowardice, even betrayal. For Iran's leadership, survival isn't just about defending land. It's about clinging to power in the face of existential pressure. But here's the terrifying reality. Even if both sides wanted to pull back, they may no longer be able to. Emotions, bloodshed, and political pressure are driving decisions. And as missiles streak through the skies, humanity is being lost in the smoke. And then there's the nuclear question, the elephant in the war room. Some of Iran's facilities lie deep beneath mountains, shielded by reinforced concrete. While the US possesses bunker-busting bombs capable of reaching them, Israel doesn't, at least not officially. And yet, a suspicious level of precision suggests otherwise. So who's helping? Is the US truly on the sidelines or quietly turning a blind eye? Donald Trump's cryptic remarks, claiming prior knowledge, only deepen the mystery. One moment Washington claims non-involvement. The next, its former leader seems to hint at cooperation. For the global community, this raises a haunting question. Is the world being drawn into a war it never agreed to fight? The war in headlines is only a glimpse of the war on the ground. In reality, this is a story of lives disrupted, dreams shattered, and futures uncertain. The Israeli government says it's acting in defense, but defense has taken the form of firestorms deep in Iranian cities. Iran, battered but unbroken, fires back. And with every missile launched, another family somewhere mourns a loss they never saw coming. In Tehran, the fear is almost constant now. Citizens walk through streets lined with military checkpoints, their skies patrolled by the echo of foreign jets. Sleep is no longer restful. It's interrupted by the howl of air raid sirens and the thud of far-off explosions. Iran's military defenses, stretched thin and outdated in parts, can barely contain the scale of Israeli air power. And yet, the Iranian regime continues to project confidence. State TV plays footage of retaliatory strikes, nationalist songs, and bold declarations. But inside military circles, there's quiet panic. Senior commanders have been assassinated. Nuclear scientists, some working in secret for decades, are now prime targets. Israel isn't just striking facilities, it's dismantling the human infrastructure behind Iran's power. Meanwhile, international pressure builds. The United Nations calls for restraint. Western allies issue cautious condemnations. But there is no ceasefire, only fire. And in the vacuum of global leadership, narratives spin like shrapnel. Whose side are we on? Who's the real aggressor? For the average person trying to protect their family, these debates are meaningless. Back on the ground in Israel, the aftermath is raw. In Rishon LeZion, a city just south of Tel Aviv, an Iranian missile turned an entire block into rubble. Families search through debris, trying to recover keepsakes or memories. Burned out cars, crumpled walls, and ash where children once played. It's a scene that doesn't just ask for attention, it demands empathy. In Jerusalem, dawn breaks with air raid sirens and heart-pounding explosions. In Tehran, smoke rises from airports and missile sites. This is not the beginning of war. It's a war already begun, inching closer to something catastrophic. The question is no longer if this will spiral, but how far it will go, and who ultimately